It's like, Vegas! Vegas! And then cut now.
We have
Guys get excited about Vegas. Have you been there?
Oh, Vegas, the bomb, yeah.
Really? Where'd you stay?
Bellagio one time, and Caesars another time.
Really?
Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
good
I
time.
live right up the street from there.
Great
Yeah,
time,
right
man.
across from the Rio, from the Palms.
Right on.
Yeah, sorry.
Do you take advantage of it? Do you use it up?
No, I'm a native. We don't gamble.
Oh, really?
No,
Yeah.
sorry. You know, I shouldn't say that. My friends gamble, and we have local casinos we go to, like the Orleans and the station casinos. We don't go on the Strip. But I really did bad in math, so I see math in gambling. You know, like when I'm doing blackjack, I'm counting, and they go, keep your hand up there. You know, so I'm like, no, so I don't do it. So
Oh, I'm always counting.
I'm like, Station Agent. I love this movie. Absolutely loved it.
Thanks.
The friendship that you two have in the film is, you're just like a loner in the beginning of the film, aren't you?
Yeah.
Is just you just keep to yourself,
Mhm.
and you magically change the people in this town.
Yeah, Tom McCarthy, the writer-director, while we were shooting, we kept referring to it as sort of a Western. And because, you know, it's that whole idea of a stranger comes to a small town, changes the lives of people around him, and in return gets his own life changed by them. But yeah, it's that character that sort of, you know, it's that you're attracted to what's sort of telling you to go away. Like this character, he's fascinated by the idea that I sort of am pushing him back, and that only eggs him on more to become my friend.
Yeah, it was a great image that Tom, very early on from the beginning, always had in his head, that image of the Western, you know. He'd been watching a lot of John Ford films and call me up and say, have you ever seen Shane? Dude, it's just like Finn. And that idea was always just such an attractive idea, and what's really nice, gratifying now is nice to hear journalists connect with that and realize that without it having been said, you know. And it really is, it's that story, you know, of the stranger that comes to town, the quiet stranger. And, you know, he picks up a sidekick and they both get the girl, and you know, it played through, except that, you know, it's in New Jersey.
Yeah, and there's one of my good friends is a train enthusiast. I mean, they actually exist.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so seeing at the beginning of the film, you know, the Lionel trains, which I'm like, oh.
Some of those were real train enthusiasts in that in that scene where we're playing
Watching
the
the
movie.
movie,
Yeah.
Yeah, and we were trying to figure out what exactly was your character doing in that train, taking the seats out, and we were thinking, are you going to turn into a restaurant, or were you? I mean, we're like, what is he doing in there? Because there's a lot of, I don't want to say dead ends, but there's a lot of questions in this movie about it's open to interpretation.
I love that in movies. I don't like things, you know, me personally, things that are sort of over-explained, you know, and that's why I love the ending of the film, you know. I mean, just sort of a non-ending, you know, life goes on, and this is a window into this part of these people's lives, and I love that when things are not over-explained. I'm cleaning during that scene that you referred to.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm going to be opening a restaurant.
Well,
Finn's did.
Finn's did.
Yeah, you're taking apart the
Joramus
train.
Maître D.
You're taking the train apart.
Yeah.
You're looking underneath the train, and you're looking for numbers and stuff. So it's like it looks like you're building up to something, and you're like, well, what's he gonna do with that train?
That'd be cool if you opened a restaurant and hired somebody even smaller than you to be the maitre d'. Like a theme. That'd be good.
Must have been interesting about the casting process when the word went out for someone to play in The Station Agent.
Well, actually, Tom McCarthy, the writer-director, is a good friend of ours, of all of ours. He wrote the part for myself, Bobby, and Patricia Clarkson, who plays Olivia. And actually, most of the supporting characters are friends of ours from the New York theater world, and we'd call them up and say, hey, can you come be in our movie for a day?
It was great. It was just sort of independent filmmaking.
Was it a long period to shoot this film? Was it kind of...
No, it was 20 days. We shot it in 20
days.
20 days? Took
6 day weeks.
3 years to make it, though.
Yeah.
3 years to make it, and in that 3 years, we really developed it and shot scenes on videotape, and, you know, Tom storyboarded it, and in the hopes that we would one day make it, and then it was 20 days, 20 quick days in New Jersey. Well, and again, it was that thing of picking up the phone and saying, you know, let's see if John Slattery will come in and play Olivia's husband. Let's see if Richard Kind will play the lawyer, and we're really, you know, most of that was phone calls.
And throughout the film, you're always talking to your father, sickly father.
Yeah.
He's losing his medication. He can't work the truck because he's not feeling well. So it was referred to 5 or 6 times during the film, and we all thought there was going to be a scene because you guys have a fight. Remember, you tell him, I don't want to see you anymore.
Right.
We thought there was going to be a reconciliation that your father would have died. Was that ever considered in the movie?
No, actually, it wasn't. In fact, We had in one of the scenes that we shot, Joe's father does end up feeling better and coming back to run the truck, except that Joe doesn't go back to New York. He's okay. He's hanging out for a while. Again, it was one of those things that we didn't want to wrap anything up. We wanted it to be the feeling that, right, I love the ending, and in the end, I feel like they are in the perfect moment. That moment can change, but ultimately, that's the perfect place for them, in each other's company, not feeling like they've got to fill dead air with talk, like Joe has to do, earlier in the film. They're just in a really good place, and that's life. That can change tomorrow, but for that one moment, we thought it was a good idea to end it there.
Great film, guys. I loved it.
Thanks, man.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Good luck with the film.